Maybe it won't blow over this time. Right, give me a prophecy, please. I'm waiting. And I'll show you in the Bible where it says we went into slave ships, cargo slave ships.
So, yeah, I'll show you here.
Yeah. No, read it, read it.
I don't want to be on camera, so I'll show you.
You're not on camera, your voices. You're not on camera, your voices.
So what I want you to do, I want you to study.
You read it. Show me. No, I'm not studying nothing. No, read it to me. Read me a prophecy.
I will. But
read it then. Read it then. I'm here. I'm going to read a prophecy in here. Let's go back and forth, one to one. No, because you're telling me to go home and study.
No, I'm going to read 2 verses to you. That's it.
Right. Now tell me, and explain it. Break it down to me.
And then I'll break it down to you. Right. But I'm also encouraging you. I'm also
right up my street. They're already here, Dren. They're already here.
Yeah, no.
Bless. But I'm also encouraging you, right?
Excuse me, I don't know why you're putting pause on.
I will. Because you know what happens to us as human beings? If we just concentrate on one idea, one philosophy, one book, right? We tend to.
Is that what your God says to me? Don't study all different philosophies.
Islam encourages intellectual debate.
Well, our God says to seek out the book of the Lord and read. He says, don't go to all other books. That's what causes confusion. That's what God tells you. He says, study this book. Because this book is like living water. This is all you need to know. Because it's got laws, statutes, 613 laws, statutes, not only to govern the world, but to govern the universe. This book tells you how to do it. So that's why he says, don't go and look for a book of the dead, Keep Negas. He says, don't. You understand? This is all you need. That's what he says. This is all you need. Now read your prophecy, please.
Alright, so this surah was revealed, right? It was
a prophecy.
It was revealed, a prophecy before this incident happened. Probably 10, 12 years before, right?
Not even 10 years, hundreds of years, thousands of years. This goes back thousands.
That's fine.
So read it,
This talks about the Romans who were the empire of their time. The Muslims who are lesser armed, you don't have modern weapons.
Right, so let me see if it's a prophecy.
So here it says, everything starts with Alif Lam Mim, so Alif Lam.
Read it in English, it's English.
I'll translate it. Right? So Alif Lam Mim here, these are letters which are miracles in themselves because none of the Arab linguists or intellectuals actually explain what these words mean, even though they're specialists in their own language. So these 3 letters were also a challenge to the Arabs who disbelieved in Islam at that time. Because when the Prophet Muhammad came, right, the Arabs, the rulers at that time, the intellectuals, so on and so forth, they tried to kill the Prophet. They were against Islam. They tried to destroy Islam. Right? So these are miracles, right? These 3 letters are first miracles to the Arabs, which are a challenge. And then here it says, غُلِبَتِ الرُّومُ. The Romans will be defeated, right? The Romans will be defeated. And they were defeated in time, right? It's like saying...
The Romans were defeated by who?
By the Muslims, right? So...
And who are the Romans? Come, I want to see, where's the prophecy?
I just told you both of them.
The Romans were defeated, not see that, you find it away. What, just one prophecy? Is that all you got?
I just told you 2 verses which contain 2 miracles, right? But I don't think you listen carefully.
You know why? Because that's not a prophecy.
You're on your phone, right?
No, what I'm trying to show you, they're not prophecies. Do you want to see what a prophecy is? I'll show you a prophecy, yeah? And this was written thousands of years, yeah? Then I'll show you what prophecy means, because that was not prophecy. This is Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28. And, let's see. Right, this is Deuteronomy. I'll jump around in the prophecy to show you what prophecy really is. And it says, I'll start from Deuteronomy 28 and 15. to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake you. So God said to us, blacks, Hispanics, and Asians, if you didn't learn, listen, all these curses will come on you. Let's see some of the curses. And it says, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, and thou shalt not enjoy them. They shall go into captivity. What's captivity? Slavery. They shall go into slavery. Right? That happened. Right? Let's read some more. And it says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and they shall come down very low. What are we known as in the so-called blacks in this society today? Blacks and Hispanics, these people, Israelites. We're known at the bottom. We're the ones who get the knee on our neck. George Floyd, I've never seen them put their knee on the neck of a Somalian. I've never seen you get shot 50 times. I've never seen you on the news in America, yeah? Mainly, yeah? Over here they've done it, but mainly America, because that's Babylon the Great. All the stuff was happening to the Negroes over there. Hispanic. Who's at the border suffering? The Mexicans. This is hard. Haitians now where? In America. Did you see on the news? They was beating them. This is what they're talking about. We will come down very low and everybody will be above us. They don't do that to Somalians. Yeah? And it says here, and he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. And he shall be the head, and they shall be the tail. Right? That's happened. We got to go to him for everything. If you want to get a house, a loan, we got to go to the Caucasians to get it. Yeah? And it says here, and they shall be on you for a sign and a wonder forever. Because thou didst service not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and things. And it says here, and therefore shalt thou serve their enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in want of all things. And this is one of the main things that happen to us. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until you are destroyed. Right? And why are we destroyed? What are we calling ourselves today? Are black people calling themselves Israelites?
Can I ask you something?
No. We're still going in. This is prophecy. We're going into prophecy. So, what do we call ourselves today? West Indians, Negroes, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, Seminole Indians, Mexicans. This is what our oppressors gave us these names. West is a direction, and Indios means savage. That's why they call themselves East Indians. Savages from the East. West Indians, savages from the West. This is what they call us. And they've got, this is the main one though. Psalms, and he said that the Lord will scatter thee among all people. Slave trade.
Right,
from one end of the earth. Wait, let me finish. I'll let you do your bit. One end of the other. This is 68. Wait, hold on. Let me read this before you go. Because it's getting hot in the kitchen. And it says here, this is prophecy. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. You know what Egypt is? You know what? I'm asking you a question. You know what Egypt is?
Everybody knows where Egypt is.
No, I said, do you know what it means? Every word it's got a meaning. You know what Egypt means?
What does Egypt mean to you?
No, what it means, it's a Greek word.
So what does it mean to you?
Not to me. Not to me. Nothing's about me. It's about what the Bible says. Let's see then. Exodus 2:20. Let's see what Egypt means then.
All right, man. All right.
Because I can back up what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is. So you got to run. You know what it says? The wicked flee when no man pursueth. You're wicked as all hell. You got to flee because you got cut to the heart. Yeah? Get out of here with your madness. Cut his claw. Damn heathen. You're going into captivity anyway. You damn heathen. See? That wicked and evil Cushite had to flee because I cut him to the heart. Come here with his Islam. Islam is nothing, man. It's nothing to do with the Lord, man. Yeah? That Islamic thing is a satanic thing. You understand? We call Israelites. We're the ones that dominate. We're going to dominate this world. I mean, in righteousness. So let's get some more scriptures. I'll show you what prophecy was. Right, it says here. Let's get that in Ethiopians also. Let's get that one. We shall be slain by my sword. Let's get it. is Zephaniah 2 and 12. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword. This is what Jesus Christ said when he's coming. He's going to slay Ethiopians. You know why? Because you're Nebuchadnezzar. You had us in slavery. Just like everybody else. All the people, like the Israelites in slavery, they're going into slavery. That's what the Bible says. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into. Let's get it. If you think I'm lying, let's see what God says. Yeah? This is Revelations 13 and 9. Let's see what it says about you damn demons. Revelations 13 and 9. And it says, if anyone has an ear, let them hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So who put us in slavery? The Caucasians, the Kushite. Let's get it out of here. All that put us in slavery is going into slavery. Yeah? Let's get it in there. Maccabees 2 and 10. What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All her ornaments are taken away of a free woman who become a bond slave. And the point is, what nation, the Bible's asking, what nation hasn't took the blacks and Hispanics into slavery? What nation hasn't done that? That's what he's asking. Who hasn't had us in slavery? All new nations. That's why it's punishing the nations now. That's why in Australia they got an earthquake. That's why in Germany they had floods. That's why in America they got fires. That's why in Ethiopia and Kushite they got famines. This is why. Because we had God's chosen people in slavery. He wants his people back now. That's why he's punishing the world for their evil. And a lot more of it's coming. There's going to be empty shops come around Christmas time. Yeah? There's going to be no food in these shops. They're having problems with the shipping. Yeah? They're having problems with all this. And that's why people are getting worse and worse. They're suffering from psychosis. Yeah? Let's read on. Right, Isaiah 34 and 1. Come near ye nations to hear and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. What is indignation? It's righteous anger is on all these nations. Fires, earthquakes, all this is on these people. Yeah? The indignation of the Lord. Yeah? What these people don't believe in. They don't believe in God. None of these people believe in God. Yeah? They're too busy eating steak tartare, raw meat. Yeah? And the Lord said, you're not supposed to eat anything with the blood in it. Yeah? The Lord is going to bring troubles on this world. Yeah? And our people need to be delivered because they're sick. This place has totally made them sick. Yeah? They need to be delivered. They need to be saved. Saved from what? Saved from their enemies. That's what the Bible says. You shall be saved from your enemies. And we had Satan out here.
Is that brandy? Is it brandy?
No, I'll save that for later. Right? And it says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slave also shall be cast out, and their stink also shall come up. Out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all their hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall roll together as a scroll. That's talking about saying that the heavens going to roll together as a scroll. What's happening? Coming to World War III. This is what it means. The people are oblivious. This is what's coming. This is what's coming to the planet Earth. Yeah? This is what's coming. Roll together as a scroll. Mushroom cloud. Yeah? This is what's coming. Shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling of a fig tree. So what's going to happen is nuclear missiles to go to war, World War III, and all these people are oblivious what's going to happen. Yeah, there's going to be starvation as well, and all these young ladies, and the last thing that's going to happen to them, they're going to be cannon fodder. All they're about is Louis Vuitton, you know what I mean? They're living in their little bubble where the white man is created for them, the devil himself. He's created for the woman a little bubble to live in. Yeah? But what's going to happen? What's going to happen in these last days? See these women, all the women, the children, and the old people are going to suffer the most in society falls apart. There's going to be no mobile phones walking around typing all that madness what they do. Their Snapchat and WhatsApp and all that shit is going to be gone. And what are you going to do then? Your social media life is finished. What are you going to do then? You can't worship yourself. What are you going to do then? Because you're going to call on a God that you don't believe in, and one ain't going to hear you. Yeah? Because the God of the Bible is only for the elect of Israel, the Israelites. That's all he's only concerned with. He's not concerned with anybody else. Everybody else can go to hell as far as you're concerned. Yeah? Because right now we're in hell. We're under the Edomites, and that's the worst people. Yeah? And it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumean. Who's Idumean? Idumean is the Edomites, so-called Caucasians. They're the Idumeans. The Bible says the sword is going to come down on the Caucasian man. Yeah? And he deserves it. This has got the people then insane out of their minds. Yeah? This place is a melting pot of madness, insanity and wickedness. And the longer this man reigns on the earth, the more evil it tells you that multiply. The Bible says when the wicked are in power, transgressions multiply. All wickedness multiplies when the so-called Caucasian man is in power. That's why it says, "He shall be bathed in heaven, his sword shall be bathed in heaven, and shall come down upon Idumean." Yeah? And it Satan, to the curse, the people that are cursed. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, and it is made with the fatness and the fat blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kings of men. So basically, what Jesus Christ says when he comes back, he's going to do a little killing. You don't kill it for a woman, for a baby, yeah? Let's get it easy. And it says, Ezekiel 9 to the 4, and it says, slay utterly, old and young. Okay? Slay utterly. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Where's your father from? Come on.
Yeah?
Do you know who's your father? What West Indian country is he from?
No, West Indian, African.
What African country?
Congo.
Congo.
Yeah.
Israelites. Do you know you're an Israelite?
No.
It's Congolese, it's just a modern term.
Yeah.
Israelite, there were slaves who was in Congo, innit?
Yeah.
Right, so you are the Israelites. The people went into slavery, they lied to us.
Yeah.
They called us West Indians.
Yeah.
West is a direction, and Indian means savages. So they called us savages. They called you Congolese. I don't know what Congolese means, but they called you Congolese. You are the children of Israel, you are God's children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why they hide it from us. They say that Jesus, who is this? Where is it? Where's it from? Who's that white? Who's this?
Oh, is that Jesus? Yeah.
Yeah? They told us this is Jesus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jesus never looked like this in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's why when we was in slavery, they didn't allow us to read. Why? Because we would have read the Bible and find out who we were. The Bible, Jesus says, in the Bible, Jesus says he's a black guy. Do you want me to read it to you?
No, it's not right. I know.
But at the end of the day, you see all this?
Yeah.
This ain't gonna last. You see how coronavirus come? And everybody was locked up, fighting in the shops? This is the second coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
It tells you all this is gonna happen before he comes.
Yeah.
There's war around the corner. Have you heard of the shipping problems they got?
Yeah, like the end of the world is coming soon.
No?
The end of the world.
No. The end of an age. The world abides forever. It's just the rulership. You know, if you go down to Buckingham Palace, they've got the changing of the guards.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. The Israelites are going to be transitioned back into power. And what's to happen? We have to go through a bad time again. It's called Jacob's trouble. Right? He's going to send the white boy on us one more time. Because who put us in slavery? What people put us in slavery?
White people.
Yeah, don't be scared to say it, because we got documentary facts. We got facts.
Yeah. Oh no.
Put us in chips. Who done that?
White people.
Right. So the God of the Bible says it's got a recompense for it. That's why today, now you see coronavirus.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the earthquake in Australia?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the floods in Europe?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the fires around the world, in Greece, in Italy, in America? All this is coming because God wants us back now. He wants us back. So he's telling our people to gather yourselves together.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you. Thank you for this.
Yeah, but if you don't come back to the Lord, you ain't going to survive this last
No,
week.
yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do when the shops are empty? What are you going to do? Who are you going to call on?
Yeah.
Who are you going to call on?
God.
And he's going to answer you why. Why is he going to answer you?
Yeah.
What have you done for him?
I know.
Yeah, you know. See, at the end of the day, the so-called, I'm going to say, the so-called Negro woman hasn't got a clue what's happening. You know why? Because you're wrapped up in this. This world ain't going to last. We're coming to the end of it. So you're saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's because you can go into the shops now. But at the end of the year, they're saying there might not be food in the shops. So what are you going to do then? You're going to try and call on who? God? Who are you going to call on? What's his name?
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
What's his name?
I don't know, but that's for another time. Thank you.
Okay, see what I mean? That's what our people, they're walking straight to death. That's the way to death, my dear. Keep walking, that's the way to death. See, our people are completely gone. They haven't got a clue. We've got our mobile phones, and we're talking. Wait until all these mobile phones is gone. Wait until there's no food in the shops. These people are going to suffer. You know why? Because they're ignorant. You know what I mean? And it's not even really, I'm stopping it for edification, to show you that the black woman is completely out of her fucking mind. I'm going to say it straight like that. She's completely out of her mind. She hasn't got no concept of what's happening in the world. She's been completely beguiled by Satan. She's, because she can go into the shops and get food and drink now, but by the end of the year, they're saying there might not be food in the shops. Panic time is coming. Anyway, let's go back to Ezekiel. That's why the Lord said to slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. So the Lord is not playing. He's going to kill everything in sight. And I don't blame him. He's got the right to do it. You know why? Because these people are walking dead. They might as well be dead because they're walking dead. You understand? There's nothing in them. Concentrate on what you're doing, man, before you crash into a car. Yeah? It's over for these people. They're completely out of their fucking minds. They have no concept, yeah? The nigger woman is gone. Yeah? When he says that, they are something gone. They are gone. He says, and begin at my sanctuary. Okay? So the Lord God of the Bible is telling us that there's detrimental times coming. Let's get the let's see. Don't really want to go into the women, so let's go to second Ezra's. Second Ezra's 9 and 1. And he said, and he answered me then and said, measure the time diligently. And that's how we measure, by prophecy. That's what I was trying to relate to that issue. But there's no prophecy. There's no prophecy in the Quran. Yeah? So the Bible says to measure the time. Yeah? And how do we measure it? We measure it by the Bible, by prophecy. And we're in detrimental times now, yeah? You can see it. Well, these people can't. These people can't see it, but I can see it. You know why? Because we've got the eye salve. The eye salve is this Bible. You understand? This Bible gives us the eye salve. So we measure it by biblical prophecy. And these people don't understand biblical prophecy. You know why? Because they've got mobile phones. They've got Snapchat. They've got TikTok. Yeah? They've got all these places where they can be worshipped, especially women. They like to be worshipped on their TikTok. Yeah? And their IG. Can you WhatsApp and all that madness. And when all that gets cut off, what are these people going to do? They don't know how the vexation of spirit. They haven't got a clue what's round the corner. And I can't wait when I hear the screaming and the bellowing. Yeah? When these people are hungry, cannibalism's coming back. Yeah? And it says, measure the time diligent in itself. When thou seest the signs, and what's the signs? Earthquakes, tornadoes, famines, that's all coming to this place. Because it deserves, it's wicked. And our people are oblivious to the kind of taxes, and the plagues, what's coming more plagues. You know why? Because they're ignorant. Ignorant means to not know. They don't know anything. You know why? Because they've been beguiled by the serpent. Yeah? And they don't want to know. So that's why the Lord said, speak in the ears of my people. Go get to the house of Israel. Yeah? And it says, what I've told you, then shalt thou understand that the Most High, at the very same time, when the Most High will begin to visit the world again. How he's going to visit Australia, the earthquake, floods in Europe, fires, tornadoes, earthquakes, that's how he visits the earth. But these people are oblivious because they're walking around in the sun thinking, oh yeah, the sun's shining today, it's a very nice day, but they don't realise Tesco's across the road there is going to be empty. Poverty is going to reach heights they've never seen before. Hunger is going to reach heights they've never seen before. And it says, thou shalt understand that the Most High came to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. And what did he say? When thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. He's seeing those things now. And that's why they call it the second coming. Yeah? And these people are docile. They're the living dead, zombies. Yeah? And I praise you. Rakafaya how my shimmy I was shy. That he ain't made me dead, like walking around in a dead state. Yeah? Understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as it has made in the world, it has a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest. See, we're coming to the end of an age. That's what I was trying to explain to that black woman. All these things, what you see in the world today, we're coming to the end of an age. The Egyptians ruled. The Babylonians.
Can I say? I think we're coming to end times. I think we've become such a decadent, disgusting society.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, criticise me for saying that, but that's my thoughts. And I just think.
Why would you say it's a decadent? Because homosexuality, child molesting, or bestiality, this is decadence. You know Hitler? You know Hitler brought all that to Germany, the Jewish people brought all that to Germany.
Decadence means we're very wealthy, I'm very wealthy, middle class society. I just think I'm a poor person. I just think I'm poor, and I just think
Where are you from?
focus on poor people.
What country are you from? Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah. You know, Ireland goes back to the Hibernians. You know the term Irish comes from the term irate or angry man.
You don't think I'm angry?
No, but the Irish are, so they are got an angry thing about it. You know, they've got the warring families. You know, Irish like to fight. You know, they've got Irish
They're
fighting
good at
families.
boxing, yeah.
They're good at fighting families. That's where it comes from, the term irate. But the Irish go back to the Hebrews. It comes from the term Hibernia. Have you heard of Hibernia? That's what it goes back to, the Hebrews. That's why, remember back in the day, they said no blacks and the pubs. No blacks, no Irish, no dogs. Remember that? You're right. So no, that we have said.
My father asked the most he came to Britain to work. It was horrible at school.
And they had the potato family as well, didn't they?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I know a lot about the Irish because I know that they're Irish. A lot of them come from the Hebrews.
My point is, I think we're getting to end times.
We've
got to a situation where we've moved away from morals to the extent.
Thank you. That's why.
Whereby.
How do you feel about homosexuality? You think that's okay? You think that someone can love someone like that? How do you feel about it? Two men, someone can love
That's not my ideology. I don't discriminate.
No, but I'm saying.
I try not to hate anybody.
No, I'm not saying. Well, God hates that. You know, God hates that. That's why He's doing this.
Yeah.
You believe in God?
I do believe in God. I do believe in God.
Let's see what God said about that.
I just went to the Better Life Centre and they had to go. They said, "What's your sexual orientation?" I said,
Why are you asking that? Why are they asking that?
They asked me that. I said, "Why are you asking me that?" I didn't say I'm against homosexuality.
What was you going there for? What was you going there for?
I said, "Well,
okay." And you went there to. And why did they ask you? Why did they ask you?
Exactly why? Like, that was my point. Why did they ask me? I'm not against that. I'm not the type of person. But my point was, if I'm there for mental health why do they ask them that question?
Right.
Why do they want to write on the form?
Do you know why? Because they're favouring the LGBTQZ. Do you know what the Z stands for? Do you know there's a Z on the end of it now? LGBTQZ. Yeah? What does LGBTQ stand for?
Lesbian, bisexual, trans,
And queers.
queers, yeah.
Right, what's the
I don't even know what queers mean.
Queer,
No
queer
idea.
means, back in the day, queer just means strange. Okay? Strange. The man is strange. They don't bring forth life. A woman with a woman don't bring forth life. So they call them queers in that. Strange. What do you do with a man? Strange. But what does the Z now? They got a Z. You know what the Z stands for? Zoophilia. Do you know what zoophilia is?
I don't know.
Sex with animals. That's why you said you become a decadent. Morally segregated. Yeah?
I just want us to go back to morals.
You won't get it until the so-called Europeans are out of power.